Welcome, here I've got Samsung Galaxy Note20 Ultra and I'm gonna show you the top tricks of its camera. So at first we have to tap on the camera button here to open it, and as you can see for now we are in the standard photo mode. So let's see what we've got here, and let me start with this settings bar. As you can see here we can change the modes of this camera. We can pick the single take, photo, video. By going to the right to more, we get access to other modes of this camera. So this is a lot. We have here Pro mode, panoramic, food, night, live focus video, pro video, super slow motion, and the hyperlapse. I suggest you to make experiments with that and just have a good fun. And for now, let me focus on the standard photo mode. And let me start here by tapping on the screen anywhere like that. As you can see here we have access to this ring, this is the focusing, and this is connected with the slider. So as you can see now it's gone. When I tap on this it also appears, and the slider is the exposure compensation. So by using this we can manage the light of the picture and make it more bright or dark before we take it, like that. So this is how it works. Now let's focus on these buttons here. Here we change the lenses of this camera. This is the ultra wide lens. We can also the wide lens and the spot lens. So this is how it works. And also this is, as you can see, connected with the zoom. So and with these buttons. So these are the more advanced zooms, like that. We can manage this, and we can also zoom in the standard way by using these two fingers, like that. We can get closer and also go back. And it also gives us access to the extra button, so the effect here is the same. As you can see, this is how it works. Now let's move to this settings bar, and let me start from the right. By tapping on this first one button we get access to the filters. We can create our own filter, we can make face filter and get the device filters. So as you can see, this is how to manage this, this is how it changes. We can pick what we need, and here we have also the slider with the intensity, so we can adjust and decide how intensity has our filter. So for now let me stay on the original one, and for example let me show you the face one here. So when we tap on this we can turn it on. This should be better to show on the portrait photos, so I don't have a model. I suggest you to just make experiments with that, and let me show you that here we have the smoothness of the skin, we have the tone, we have also the jawline and the eyes. So have a good fun with that. And now let me go back to the camera, and let's go to the next one button, which is here. By tapping on this we can turn on and turn off the motion photo. This is one of my favorite options. Here we can, when we have this turn it on, we can take a picture and record a short clip at the same time. So let me show you how it works. So let me take a picture. And now let's move here to the left corner at the bottom. When we tap on this we get quick access to the gallery. So this is the picture, and we can also pick the view motion photo. And we have to motion photo viewer allow to show us. And as you can see we have the short clip, so this is really cool here. Now let's go back to the camera. Let me keep this turned off now, and let's move to this one button. This is the camera ratio, so here we can change the camera frame, and we can pick 3 and 4 with the standard option, also 3 and 4 with the 108 megapixels, which is the best possible quality of this camera. We can pick 9 and 16, so this is the longer one ratio here. The next one is 1 and 1, the square one. And we have also access to the full frame, so this is how it looks like. For now let's go back to 3 and 4, and let's move to the next one button. Here we have the camera timer, so we can change the delay of taking picture, and we can pick the 2 seconds, 5 seconds or 10 seconds delay. So let me pick 2 seconds to show you how it works, and let me take a picture. And here we have the countdown. As you can see, the picture was taken with 2 seconds delay. So this is how it works. Let me keep this turned off and let's go to the next one button. Here we have the flash. We can turn on the auto flash, so the camera recognizes when it's needed and when it's too dark. We can turn it on every time you take a picture and also turn it off like that. And now let's go here to the left corner. By tapping on this, we can open the advanced camera settings. And now let's focus on the intelligent features, and at the last position here we have the scan QR codes option. So by using this button we can turn it off and turn it on. I suggest you to keep this turned on, because when you have this you don't need any other app to scan QR codes. You can do it by just using your camera app, so this is really easy. And now let's slide a little bit down to the useful features. And the first one option here is the Auto HDR. By using this button we can turn it off and turn it on like that. I suggest you of course to keep this turned on. The HDR helps to improve the details in the brightest and darkest areas of our picture, and this is really helpful because it really makes our picture just more beautiful with more colors and contrast. And now let's focus on the tracking autofocus. By using this option we can turn it on and turn off the tracking. So this is really cool because when we take a picture, the objects that are in move, we can track it. So let me keep this turned on and let's go back to the camera to show you. So this is my object, and for example let me stay on the white lens, and when I tap on this we have this focusing, and when I move this it follows me. So this is really cool to have this here, and I think this is useful when we taking picture that something is really in move. So now let's go back to the settings and slide again to the useful features, and let me show you the grid lines. By tapping on this we can turn it on and turn it off like that. So let me keep this turned on and let's go again to the camera. So it shows us these lines. This is useful when we want to use the rule of third in photography and making experiments with composition. So of course remember that these lines are not visible at the real picture. When I take a photo and go to the gallery again, we can't see them at the real picture. So they are only to help us taking better photos. Of course, when you don't need it, you go back to the settings in the left, slide again to the useful features, tap on this. So for now they are gone. And let's go again to the settings and to the useful features. And let me focus now on the location tags. By using this button we can turn it off and turn it on, and when you have this you can save the location of your picture, but remember that here to make it work correctly you have to be connected with the internet, for example the Wi-Fi, and you have to turn on the location of this device. So these two parameters are necessary to have this to make it work. So let me keep turning on all of these options and let's go back to take a picture. Now let's go again to the gallery, and to check its location we have to just simply slide a little bit up, and as you can see here we have the location with map. So greetings from Krakow, Poland. This is how it works. And here we are again in the camera. Let's go to the settings again and let's slide down. Let's focus for a minute on the shooting methods here in the useful features. As you can see, when we tap on this we can manage the shooting methods, and we have at the first place the press volume key too. So this is a really cool option. We have volume keys here. In the standard usage with smartphone it allows us to control the voice, and with the camera we can pick from zoom, take picture or record video, or system volume. So for now let me take picture or record video, and let's go back to the camera and let me try to use this button. And as you can see now, by tapping on this I can easily take a picture, so this is really useful. Now let's go again to the shooting methods and let me focus on the voice control. By tapping on this we can turn it on and turn it off like that. So when you have this turn it on, you can take a picture without touching the screen by saying some keywords like smile, cheese, capture or shoot, or record videos by saying record video. So let me keep this turn it on and let's go back to the camera to try to take a picture without touching a screen by saying, for example, smile. And as you can see, the picture was taken, so that works. Now let's go again here and let me show you the floating shutter button. By tapping on this we can turn it on and turn it off like that. So let me keep this turn it on and let's go again to the camera. And as you can see here we have access to this button. This is kind of shutter but moving, and we can manage this like that. And so we can change its position, and by tapping on this take a picture. So this is really easy, you can take a picture whenever you need. And after turn it on all of these settings, sometimes you want to go back to the auto settings, and the useful thing is the last one option I want to show you here, the reset settings. So by tapping on this we can reset the camera settings and reset. So that's all, thanks for watching, subscribe our channel and leave the thumbs up.